Hi guys! Today we are doing story time. Hope you enjoy. These are not my stories.
This is why you should never friend people you don't know on Roblox. I met this guy on Roblox and his name was Jimmy X Bear. He asked if we could be friends on Roblox and I said sure. I wasn't sus of him until a week later when he'd asked me to join his game. And I said sure. So I joined his game. He started then telling me that I was going to get hacked and that I should stay off Roblox. I was completely confused. I didn't know what to say, so I just left the game. After a week or so, I went back on because of how scared I was, and I was logged out of my account. And now I didn't know what to do. So I went to go log into my account. After 20 or so tries, I finally got back in. I looked to go in my Roblox chats and saw Jimmy X Bear. You won't believe what he said next. Come back for part 2. Part 2 of what Jimmy X Bear said next. I went to go look in my Roblox chats and I got a chat from Jimmy X Bear. He said, "Your account is now mine." I was speechless. Right away, I unfriended him and contacted my parents and my friends. None of my friends would believe me, so I said to go on ALT accounts and join his group. I'll pretend that we were a Roblox group of friends and we wanted to be his friend. So for days of playing with him and acting like we liked him, my friend's main account got hacked. Now at this point, I didn't know what to say. I thought it was kind of my fault, so I knew I had to do something. I did next friended him again, and I chatted him back and asked, "What are you trying to do to me?" Stay tuned for part 3. So part 3 on Jimmy X Bear. He decided to tell me the truth of what he was trying to do. He told me that he was trying to get my family, especially my number. He wanted to come to my house. After he said that, I immediately unfriended him and never played Roblox again. At least for like 2 weeks, because I was terrified. I told my parents the story, and they told me I was not allowed in Roblox. At least for a month or 2. I did get random texts and random calls from this number. All I did was block. And yeah, that's basically it.
Cool, I know I'm not supposed to mention this to anyone or reveal my identity, but since this is anonymous, here goes nothing. Back in 7th grade there was this kid named Emery. He had autism and everyone bullied him. He was new and I was his only friend. On Valentine's Day I bought him flowers and chocolates but didn't tell him it was from me. I watched his face light up when he picked up his roses from the basket in front of the whole class. Even the teacher was like, "What the fuck?" He was so excited he decided to go around asking girls if it was them. I tried to tell him it was me but I didn't want to embarrass him. He ended up getting rejected by like 20 girls and skipping class to cry in the bathrooms. I skipped lunch to sit in the library and talk with him. He told me he wanted revenge and I thought he was just going to TP her house or egg her parents' car. But no. The following week in TX history class we went into lockdown. I asked the teacher if it was a drill and she said no. So I went under my desk. Everyone tried to call their parents but there was no Wi-Fi. This is kinda long so might need a part 2.
Then the principal started speaking on the intercom, telling everyone to hide because there was a shooter. Then my teacher told us to sit against the wall. The teacher turned off the lights and told us to not make a sound. Then we started hearing gunshots. After like 15 minutes we stopped hearing the shots. So when me and my class calmed down we asked the teacher for some water. The teacher got cups of water for everyone out of the water dispensary. So we were all drinking, then we heard a loud banging on the door in the hallway. All the girls that rejected Emery the day before were crying saying that Emery is gonna kill them. We started hearing the door unlocking, then all the girls shut the frick up. So the door opened and it was the principal. He told us he was trying to escape from the shooter, so he was sitting in the room with us. Then my stomach started hurting and some other kid started shitting his pants. Then the principal pulled out a gun and started shooting the kid that was shitting his pants. He said, "Die, you disgusting piece of shit." Then everyone started running out the room. So I tried to run, but then the principal knocked me and 2 other kids out, so I woke up like an hour later and the principal had us tied up and the other 2 kids were still knocked out. So I told him to let us go, but he said that he was gonna keep us as hostages. He started drinking a bunch of water then splashed the 2 other kids, which made them wake up and they started crying. He told them to shut the fuck up, then tied us all together with a extension cord. He walked us out to the front of the building while holding on to the extension cord so we couldn't run. He was behind us and had the gun faced at all of us. Then when we got outside, all the parents and police were out there and they were telling him to let us go.